feel like it'd be pretty dangerous to ride on the road. I've seen how they drive there. They're all lunatics.
I realized that it's more important to work from home instead of working in the office.
I think it's important that we don't let them win. Like if we're playing chess and I'm better than you, then you need to get better to win.
Motivation is to provide for my family.
Welcome to 11 Minutes with My Lodi. This is a platform to learn all about the most amazing things, the challenging things, and the ins and outs of being a virtual assistant with Virtual Spotter. Big bad boss Jebb. What's happening, brother? How are you, dude? I'm amazing. Thank you, sir. I'm amazing. All the better now. I get to catch up with you and have a bit of a chin wag, learn all about Jebb. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The whole idea, you likely haven't sort of listened to any or many of these, boss, but like the whole idea, right, is to catch up with our team and just learn about you and who you are, what you do, where your values lie, and yeah, it's an opportunity for you to be able to tell us all about yourself. So mate, let's go back to the very beginning. Like where were you born? Where do you live at? Do you still live in the same place?
Yeah. Actually, I was born here in the Philippines, specifically in Cebu. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Was born in Cebu, and then our family moved to Manila when I was a child, and then
What was Cebu like? Like how old were you when you left Cebu?
Since I think I stayed there for like only a year. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a baby. Yeah, and then our family moved. My parents moved here in Manila.
Can you remember why they moved? Was it just like there's just more opportunity in Manila?
Yeah, that's right. It's more for more opportunity.
Yeah.
And then grew up in Manila, and then after when I got a work and moved here in Bulacan, and then bought a house here in Bulacan with my wife.
So cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And you've been there basically ever since. Like you've lived in that area since you were one? Or Manila?
Live here in first in Manila and then in Bulacan. Stayed here when I was in high school.
Okay. And how far is that from Manila?
It's like 2 hours. Yeah. Of
Okay, cool.
travel. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, man. So you went to school. Did you go to school in Manila? Tell me about that.
Yeah. In Manila, I studied there until high school, and then half of the high school moved in Bulacan, and then um, from high school, half of the high school to college.
Yeah. And what did you study?
Studied Bachelor of Science in Information Technology.
Yeah, cool. And did you enjoy that? Was it challenging?
Yeah, it's for me personally, it's quite challenging since I'm not good at math. So
Yeah.
I just got influenced by my friends when I was in high school, so that's why I took the course.
So how long was that? Like how long did you study that for?
Yeah, it's like 4 year course.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And did you ever use that degree?
I used that actually just recently used that degree. I think last year. So I work as a freelance software tester. So yeah.
I didn't know that. We need to talk offline about that. I might need your help, boss.
Yeah, it's just a freelance job.
Yeah.
However, the contract for like 10 months. So we used to develop like a software or in the industry is like a storage industry. So yeah, I'm the one who tested their CRM and also their mobile app.
What's that testing process like? Like, what do you do? Like, do they give you like a scope or like a flow and say, hey, like this should work like this?
It's more of a black box testing. So my perspective is like a user. So yeah. So if there's like any bugs, then I reported it.
And how were you communicating them bugs?
We use like a CRM as well, Zoho. If you're
Yeah,
familiar with
yeah.
that. Yeah. We used to document all the information there.
Yeah, cool. And so how long did you do that for? 10 months.
Yeah, just for 10 months.
Awesome. Like I know exactly. I've never been a QA, right? But like I know what that involves, even just from Fit Forms and Cloud Tasker. Like the back of the developers do their job, and then that QA or that testing is like incredibly important because like the UI needs to be right, like the flow, like this small little bug that the developers overlook, then by rights the QA guys should pick that up.
Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of tedious, and you need to have
Yeah.
uh, attention to detail. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because a lot of the time the QA is like outside of the client, like that is the last, like that's the last piece of the puzzle. So like that typically then features that get pushed into the live side and then the clients will interact or the users interact. And if the developers miss something, the QA guys miss something, then you got to go all the way back to the beginning. So that's really, really cool. And yeah, that makes sense. So like, how did you end up being a virtual assistant?
Yes, end up being a virtual assistant since the contract has ended. So I used to look for another jobs, which is my aim is to work from home. So yeah, so that's why I ended up being a virtual assistant. So I saw a post from Joycey on
Yeah.
social media. So yeah, I took the
Yeah.
opportunity, and then I'm here now.
So did you know anyone from the team then?
Yeah, Joycey. She used to be
Yeah.
my colleague when I was in the BPO.
Got
I
ya.
think it was way back 2014 or 15. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. 10 years ago. Yeah, that's cool. What BPO were you working in?
Yes, some of the BPO companies started in collective solution from 2011 to 2015, and then moved to teleperformance. So I used to handle Telstra.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telstra was a technical support. Yeah, when I was in Telstra. So
I'd imagine you've like got some good calluses from interacting with customers, and especially in customer service, right? Like, is that is that a hard, like not so much hard as in physically or like it's a difficult task, but is it hard to interact with sort of cranky or irate customers every day?
yeah, every day I used to experience those type of customers. But yeah, it was fun because your goal is to resolve their concern or their issues in regards with their internet and with their devices. So yeah, it's like solving problem.
Tell me a little bit about the training that's involved in that. Like, even just from a business point of view, I'm fascinated at the scale that they can train, their customer service team. Like, what do they have an amazing training process? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, as far as I can remember, the training took like a month. That consists of the product training and customer handling, and then procedure or the steps on how to troubleshoot a specific specific issue or problem. So there are steps on how to do the troubleshooting, and then you apply it by giving instructions to your customers.
Yeah, and I imagine it's similar to like any other thing, but like the more experience you have, the better you get at it, the more you understand, you can navigate, like the platform or the device, or even just through experiences like, oh, I know exactly the problem that you're having because like everyone else has that problem as well. And you can just guide them through that process.
Yeah, that's right. And then there are some unique as well, problems. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And how long, what were the shifts? Like, is that an 8 hour day or is it longer than 8 hours?
It's an 8 hour shift, but sometimes if um there's a lot of calls and we need to do overtime. But yeah, that rarely happens. So yeah, most of the
Would
time.
would they let you know, like if you had to do overtime, would they let you know? Would they ask, or they would sort of say, "Hey, you have to work back,"
Yeah, they let us know like ahead of time.
and you'd have the opportunity to do it or not, or they kind of you kind of get made to do it? How does that work?
Yeah, actually, there are times it's optional, especially if there's a lot of like absences in the team. But sometimes you need to do it if there's like a high volume of calls that you need to
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, for sure. You wanted to get out of like the BPO setting or like working like on site. What was the motivation? Well, first of all, like how long was it the commute from your house to work?
Um, Actually, it will take like an hour, just to
Yeah.
Yeah,
commute, especially the traffic in Metro Manila. So
yeah. And how did you get to, like, what was that like? Did you catch a bus? Did you catch a train? A jeepney? What was it?
Yeah, most of the time I just rode the bus since that's a lot faster than a jeepney, so that I can
Yeah.
save
Yeah.
minutes of commute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And so what was the motivation? You're like, "Hey, I don't wanna work, in this BPO anymore." Then you decided, and what was the motivation behind not wanting to work in a BPO and working from home?
Actually, I started to think of it, during the the pandemic, time. So um, I realized that it's more important to work from home instead of working in the office because of the situation. And then I realized as well that I need to spend more time as we matured. Yeah,
Yeah,
we think that, yeah, it's more important to have more time with family, especially those times. So
that's cool. And tell me a bit about your family.
yeah, I have a son, 6 years old. 6 years old, yeah, son.
So cool. What's his name?
Um, ABL, or we call him, Avi. So
Avi. Yeah, that's so cool. And what does Avi like to do? Like, what are his hobbies?
yeah, since he's only 6, so yeah, most of the time playing, and then playing games on his tablet.
Yeah, yeah. Does he like basketball or watch basketball or
He watch basketball sometimes, and then I noticed that he right now he loves to watch chess.
oh wow, that's cool. Do you play chess with him?
Yeah, sometimes play chess with him, but yeah. So since he's a child, so he doesn't know much, of the strategy, or
Rules.
the
Yeah.
rules. And
That's cool,
he
but I
used to
think
cry, yeah, when he lost. So
yeah, that's good. That's good. They need to I think they need it's important to have that feeling. Like, I think, I play chess with my oldest son as well. He just turned 8, but, like, I don't let him beat me.
yeah, that's
I think
right.
it's yeah, like, I think it's important that we don't let them win. Like, if we're playing chess and I'm better than you, then you need to get better to win. I think we're only yeah, like, so if I give you the win, then you think that that's just gonna be easy, and then life is like that too. So, I don't let my kids beat me in chess. And, the wild thing is he has beat, and yeah, this is the other cool part about it, right? So if I don't let them beat me in chess, then when they do beat me, which he has done, my eldest son's beat me. He's 8 years old. Like that, he knows deep down that wasn't like that wasn't given to him. Like he earned that, and that's even better than just like getting given a win.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll
And it
just inform him
sucks
that,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Sucks
in
for
order
me
for
when
you
you
to
get
win,
beat
yeah,
by an 8-year-old.
yeah, you need to train more. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. So what about you? Like, do you have any hobbies or interests personally?
Yeah, before I used to play basketball, but right now don't play that much since got like a shoulder injury. So
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you run? Do you walk? Do you bike? Do you do anything sort of active or not really?
yeah, just do jogging every weekend, and then I have my own equipment here at home. So I used to lift
Yeah,
Yeah.
just weights. Yeah.
that's
That's
cool.
cool.
When I was in Manila like a couple of months ago now, like I run along like do you know where the Mall of Asia is? Where that the yeah, so like at the I think it's called is it called the Broadwalk or something like that? Like the boardwalk?
Yeah.
So I'd run up, and I've done this for the last 3 years in a row, but, like, there is every year I go, there's, like, more and more people running, and they're out and about and running in small groups, like, there seems to be, like, a really cool little running community, especially in Metro Manila, which is mad, like, I really enjoyed that, and I love running with them.
Yeah, that's right. Especially in the provinces here in the Philippines, yeah, we have a lot of like good running places as well. It's more of uphill here in the province, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite challenging.
yeah, and this other thing that I really noticed in Manila was how many people cycled, like, not like ride bikes, but, like cycle, like, with all the kit on, like, they're out working out on bikes, like, there's a lot of people, even young kids that are cycling.
Yeah, that's right. I think that's a trend here in the not just in Manila, but yeah, in the Philippines. So
And do you think that that is because, like, a bike is an amazing vehicle for transportation? Like, it's a very, very efficient vehicle.
yeah, that's
Do
right.
you
Do you
think?
think
Especially the traffic here in the
Yeah. that can scoot in and out. I feel like it'd be pretty dangerous to ride on the road. I've seen how they drive there. They're all lunatics. So like you'd
That's
have to
right.
be you'd have to be very careful, right?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah,
But I was really surprised with how many young kids, like when I say young, was like 15, 13, 14, 15, out in their full sort of lycra suits, helmets, proper clip-in shoes, out like cycling. It was cool.
that's right. Yeah, it's normal, I think. Yeah, here in
Yeah,
the
yeah, I like it. So your work, sort of Monday to Friday, like what does a typical weekend look like for you and your family?
weekend, yeah, is a household chores day. Yeah, just
Yeah,
just to help my wife with the chores, and then yeah, yeah, typical family. Yeah, do the laundry every weekend,
yeah,
and then yeah, play with my son at the park. Yeah,
yeah.
walk with my dog. So
Does your son go to school?
yeah, goes to school. So I think yeah, next school year is gonna be at grade 2.
Okay. And does he like school?
Yeah, definitely he'll have school. He's excited right now to go back to school because he wanted to meet yeah his classmates again.
Yeah, cool. And are they off at the moment?
Yeah, they're off the moment. I think the next school year will resume on 22nd of July. So
Right. So they're on holidays at the moment. Got ya.
yeah,
Yeah. And you got to try to keep him entertained at home.
yeah, that's right.
Is there many kids that live like around or close to you that he can play with or he has friends?
Yeah, in our area, yeah, there's a lot of kids here, yeah, same age as him. So they used to meet at the park. They used to
Yeah.
play there.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. When you left the BPO, what were you doing? Were you selling insurance or you were doing something with insurance?
Yeah, when I was in the BPO, I used to be a part-time, yeah, insurance agent. So yeah, that was my side hustle. Yeah, when I was at the
And
BPO.
what did that involve? Like, are you selling insurance and what sort of insurance? Is that like a life insurance?
Yeah, it's more of a life insurance, health insurance, and also investment products like variable or the VUL. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And do you like finance or commerce? Like you like that side? Like, are you interested in that?
Actually, not that much since it involves a lot of math or
Mathematics. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
computation. So I just entered that industry, just to have like a side hustle.
Yeah. And what about from an investment point of view? Do you have investments? I think like Joyce says something about, yeah, like do you invest in the market or what do you invest in?
Before I used to invest in stock market, but yeah, I'm not that good, in technical analysis. So I transferred or moved my investment to UITF so that I can have like a fund manager. So they'll be the ones to
Yeah.
manage the funds.
Yeah. Was that like into ETFs, did you say?
UITF, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. And that you enjoyed, like, do you watch that closely or you just sort of like let it do its thing?
Yeah, just let do his thing and then just check it like every month or
Yeah.
twice a month. Yeah.
What are your goals? Like, do you have any sort of financial goals or career goals personally for yourself?
Yeah, yes, definitely I do have. In regards with my finances, yeah, I invest in yeah, as I mentioned, UITF. That is to prepare actually for the college fund of my son. So I used to save early so that I can, prepare for his future. And then I have my wife and I have like a separate fund for investment for our retirement since yeah.
That's cool. I like that. And do you guys live with you live with your parents or do you live with her parents or what, like what's that like?
No, no, we have our own house. So when we were just in a boyfriend or a girlfriend state,
Yeah.
yeah, we or my wife yeah purchased a house. I think it was way back 2015. So that's the one that we
Wow. Like that's not super common, right? Like it's pretty rare for you like to have your own home.
yeah, that's right. That's what we notice here in the Philippines. So that's why when we were younger with my yeah with my wife, so we think ahead of time that we need to have a house in the future. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just yeah.
saved, work hard.
Save, yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's really cool, man. You should be proud of that. I think it's an amazing achievement.
Thanks.
If anywhere, right? Doesn't matter if you're in the Philippines or Australia or America, like to be able to buy your own home is incredible.
That's right. So yeah, actually, we're still in the, paying the mortgage, but yeah,
Of course, yeah, which is like everyone else in the world, right? But like even just like to have the ability to be in that position, I think is it's a credit to you guys. Has the real estate market gone up much in the Philippines? Like, is it expensive to try to enter that market now?
yeah, I think it's expensive now. Because we noticed before when we loaned this house with my wife, it's like around I think it was 900,000 pesos or almost
Yeah,
a million. But right now the value of this house it's like 1.5 to 1.8. Yeah.
that's another good investment, mate. Another great investment. So, what are your current goals? Do you have like, where's your energy or focus or thought? Like, yeah, what are you trying to achieve?
Personally, yeah, of course, my top motivation is to provide, yeah, for my family, and then in career, yeah, definitely I want to, grow, and since this virtual assistant, yeah, career is this is like my first time, being a virtual assistant, so I wanted to um, learn more and then contribute, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
more to that same, especially, yeah, to my client right now.
What do you reckon the challenges are of being a virtual assistant?
I think the challenge is that you need to work alone. Compare when I was in the BPO, there are support that I can just uh, go with them. But yeah, being a virtual assistant, yeah, it's more on you need to work independently, and then you need to do your own research. And yeah, I think that's more of it. But yeah, I look at it as as an opportunity to grow as a person and as um an employee as well.
I think you need to be way more resourceful, right? Like when there's like if something happens, you're like, hey, I don't necessarily know how to do this, but you're like, I can figure it out, or like I will find out. You might do some quick research and go, oh, hey, this is it, or like try different things. But I think that's one of the cool, like, I think when we are in like small teams are amazing. Like working in teams, working side by side is amazing. But I think then too that can stagnate your growth because you fall on that person that knows all the time. You're like, hey, Jebb, how do you do this? And then they tell you like you're not actually learning yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
What about working from home? Like, do you find that challenging at times with a young family?
I don't see it as a challenge. Actually, I used to see it as an opportunity since, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, that I can have more time with them, and then I can save like time, yeah,
Yeah,
commuting,
and money, right?
and money. Yeah, exactly. Especially the fare and also the food that you need to, like,
Buy.
yeah, buy. Yeah.
I actually noticed it when I was in Cebu, when I stayed at J Park in Cebu. And I noticed like a lot of the workers that were going to J Park to work, they would all like bring their lunch. Like they would buy it on the way there. Um, the other thing that was interesting, because like this doesn't happen in Australia, but like most people would have it in a bag. Is that not that's normal? Like they'd have like a bag of rice or some sort of protein in there, and like they would buy it on the way to work.
Yeah, that's normal. And then some, yeah, workers as well, yeah, bring their own food. They cook their own food, yeah, at home, and then yeah,
Because
bring it.
I asked Joms, because it surprised me. Like typically in Australia, it'd be way more expensive to buy your food than what it would be to prepare it at home and bring it. But Joms said in some cases that it's like it could be cheaper to just buy it on the way there when you're looking to like needing to cook it and things like that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Plus the
yeah.
time and the effort as well. So yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Yeah, the Filipino favorite, yeah, adobo and sinigang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Explain to me what adobo is. What is it?
yeah, adobo and sinigang.
Yeah, what is that? Like what sort of food's that?
Yeah, it's a soup actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a soup. It can be pork or fish.
And what's your favorite? Is it pork or fish or?
I'm more into pork.
And is that a breakfast? You typically have that at breakfast time, or is that a dinner time thing?
um, Yeah, you can do it for lunch or yeah, with dinner as well, but not with breakfast.
What do you have for breakfast? What's a normal breakfast for you?
um, Fried rice, yeah, of course, and then egg,
Yeah,
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 and coffee,
delicious.
yeah.
And you drink coffee? Do you drink much coffee?
Not that much, yeah, since because I'm acidic, so just
Right.
coffee, yeah.
And what about sweets? Do you like sweets?
For sweets, I don't like sweets. I'm more into dark chocolate.
Yeah, delicious. Delicious.
Right?
And that and the mango from Cebu. That
Yeah,
dehydrated mango is delicious.
yeah, the dried mangoes.
Do they put sugar on that as well? Like it feels like extra sweet.
Yeah, I think they put sugar on. Yeah, that
Yeah.
dried mango to preserve it.
As a father, what sort of example are you trying to lead for your son? Does that take much of your thought or energy? Like, are you trying to be like the best version of yourself, or like tell me a little bit about being a father?
Yeah, what I'm yeah, since it's yeah my first time yeah being a father, so as much as I do is I spend a lot of time with yeah my son during my free time because when I was a kid, my father is very hard working as well, so and that doesn't have yeah more time with him when I was a kid. So I used to that's what I realized. So yeah, I need to have more time with yeah my son because that's the thing that they will remember yeah when they grow up. Yeah.
For sure. 'Cause I think too, like we're with our children for like a small window, like for a very small window. Like it's like from so and like when they turn 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like they're working and they're spending more time with their friends or their girlfriends or their boyfriends and like they're less like they need you less. And I think that they that's hard to sort of to come to grips with because you're like, hey, like this is my child and they're growing up and yeah, you need to try to elevate into that next part of life.
Next thing you know that yeah they're already grown up and then yeah they choose
Yeah.
like what you said
Yeah,
yeah
100%, man. Well, it's been really cool to sort of chat and learn more about you, Jeb. I appreciate you very much. You're a very valued part of Virtual Spotter, and it's like I'm privileged to have you on the team and working really hard. But I appreciate you very much, mate, for giving us time to chat with 11 with My Lodi, and I'm looking forward to everyone listening to this and learning a little bit more about you. My pleasure, brother. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Salamat. Bye. Boss Jeb, my man, Boss Jeb, super. Like, how do you not like that guy, right? Very kind, very caring, very intelligent. I didn't know he was a QA. We're gonna have to have a bit of a chat around that. I might have some work for him. But like, really nice guy. Grateful to have someone like that, so intelligent and smart and like ambitious on our team. A great father, great role model, and yeah, just another example of like some of the superstars that we have in Virtual Spotter. I appreciate you very much, brother. And I hope everyone likes this episode of 11 with My Lodi. Boss Jeb. Peace.